Kijana yule nona anduli fully but every day in a booty. We are do na tezi curious. Sina mula piga simu moja serious. Many comes I've continuous MR fly at the training. If you do me good, yeah, do you bad. If you do me wrong, kama kawa, yeah, do you bad. Time to get serious. Gang yangu imevunja. High tunakunja kama gunga. Kote Pro Max unajua si mvuma. Niko na pen, na rula. Twende right left, wana nita crowd mover. Nimesunda tunasema nimesunda. Baby girl twende home.
Ameshinda hii battle.
Fast and Furious.
Ameshinda hii battle.
Nje sana.
Unavotia nani? Ama unavota skad? Mani unavotia nani? Ama unavota skad?
Tano nane.
Come on. Wewe ndio. Hapo. Tano nane.
We can't say we won, guys.
Hapana.
Kwa hii rap.
34.
Kwa hii podcast situshawi.
34.
Yana record DC yako. Uongeche unataka kusema ni post TikTok udisiwe. Ongea shonde.
Siwezi hang na masoshi.
Ongea shonde. Leo kamera iko live.
Haina shida, siwezi hang na masoshi. Siwezi sikiza masoshi.
Walai. Masoshi hapa ni nani? Toxic kama Brooklyn.
Ndio wameitwa masoshi.
So what? Chafua. Ndudhi tu ya.
Nini? Transport yako nimeweka kwa shingo.
Pata tena utalia mambuni. Bakreja mkata akwecha ni nachemsha mapichi na geuza. Na mistari zako bado zinaweza ni serious. Na pakwa nike Vasco kila.
Mosiria mbona ulizwe anything? The fact that hata unahitaji kutaja Mosiria kwa bars.
Ona,
anajua ni serious.
Kila mtu apate. Kila mtu apate.
Mosiria was just chilling.
Genje sana.
Okay. Mosiria was just chilling, by the way. Ameenda huko anajali tu environment. Okay.
He's not chilling. Mlisikia Mosiria maboy alikuwa anampigania.
What? Yeah, but there's this guy. Yeah, this guy was really
alienda akasema Mosiria will you be my wife.
But
alafu mwingine akakuja after 1 week Mosiria akaenda akamsave. He said that alikuwa anajaribu get his attention ndio akamwambia tafuta job angeget. After like 1 week mwingine akakuja will you be my lady. So huyu mwenye alipewa job akaanza kucomplain. Ati bana mbona kula mboka yangu. Niko like mnapigania Mosiria na nyinyi.
Mkuwe serious.
And I'm not talking about Mosiria.
Mkuwe serious. Mkuwe serious. Mwache mchezo.
More serious.
Yeah, mkuwe more serious. Come on. But karibuni sana. This is the Rhythm Scoop Show. Hope you guys are doing amazing. This wonderful Friday. Your week has been fantastic. 13 minutes past 4 p.m. JOBY, the captain of today's conversation. We bring you arts, entertainment and culture on this conversation. And let us know how your week has been. Literally tumekuwa tukiangalia this after this after this wiki yote, but we also have other more conversations aligned. Nataka kusikia from my people who has won this battle, because you know, kama uko na registration card, una vote ama au vote. Personally, I think nisha cast vote yangu, but Shumani and Kamlesh in the building.
What amazing people, how we doing? Finally it's Friday. Hey, jamani.
Hii wiki imeenda mbio sana.
Hey, lakini imefika.
Yeah, the week has been super fast according to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally.
How's you guys week been?
Mine has been nice and easy. Hey, sijadoz.
Yeah.
Imeenda mbio. Let's say I've been on the ride.
Come on.
I've been on the road. It's amazing. I have loved this week.
Nice.
So let's get to see what the weekend is. I'm gonna love it more.
Kamlesh, how's your week been?
Awesome.
Uh-huh.
Haraka ka yenu, maybe because my days are longer and nights shorter. Yeah, but amazing.
Your days are longer, nights shorter. Hey, okay.
Siku yangu inaanza usiku na inaisha usiku.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apart time dealing with some shit, but who isn't dealing with some shit?
Everyone is.
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes you just have to put some shit to the side and have a good time.
That's what's up.
Yeah, as long as unapumua, you know, as long na umu inapali yoyote.
Come on.
Kitu tu kwa allowed kuumwa nayo ni hangi.
Wewe.
Yeah.
Na hii kwa weekendi.
Wapi? Monday to Monday, shinda na hangi.
You kama hangover ya sijui midweek kama what. You feel like shit, you know? You feel like sasa mbona maisha bado crazy. But yeah, so who are you voting for? So we've been having, of course, Toxic, Lyrical and Brooklyn Boys beefing over who should be. Niliona pia Uncle Jinjong alikam akasema munabishana ujinga
Dancehall King.
Mendo the Dancehall King. Yeah, so literally,
but then
who are you first voting for, you guys? Let's put it out there on the camera. Like, who are you guys voting for?
34. Yeah.
5-8.
Kuna mtu aelewi hiyo ni nini? Hebu waambie.
34 break.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sasa kama mimi sielewi.
Ni game ya Toxic.
Period. Hivyo sasa. Be specific. Tunataka kusikia majina.
Wataje.
Wataje.
Yeah.
Shumani?
Hey, 5-8.
Come on.
Fly nigga, fly shit.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Emma.
Me personally, I love the steamer just from the word go. So, sijui mbona ilikuwa no shillings first.
Shillings was
ilileta issue. Yeah, I loved it because number one, I love the beat. I don't know if it's because I've bumped into such beats of the Jamaican artists who have done it, but yeah, wali deliver. Tunangoja kuona itaishia wapi, but we also have Uncle Jinjong who had something to say.
Yeah, by the way, personally, I do regard him as the king of dancehall.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Apart from na kuna yule mwingine something Cartel. Rudra Cartel. He's also dope. I feel like watu wanafikiria ni like dancehall has been big ever since.
But it's been there.
And hapa ndio, by the way, hii kitu inaanzia. Okay? There is factions of Nairobi, okay, that do dancehall.
Yeah.
Okay? Kuna wasanii hufanya dancehall. Si watano nane. Sawa? Hakuna msanii watano nane hufanya dancehall.
Najua Dragon ni 5-8 anafanya dancehall.
Unasikia hata hiyo jina, ami umoja.
Ni wanajitetea jina, anakajua huo.
Hata Kayole, ami tu Kayole. Sawa? Like usi-claim unafanya kitu na uko pali hiyo kitu ufanyika. Huwezi sema we ni mlevi na unakaanga na watu kukunywa maji.
Okay.
Lakini but so this is where it came through, okay? It's factions. So like from 1,000 streets all the way to Tanonane, that has all been drill. Okay? All the way to some factions of Doni, okay? And then you had Umo kuendelea, huko ndio really rhythm na dancehall ilikuwa ina-identify, right? And the artists that used to do that were from that area. So they identified that as their genre. So, and they never tried to do drill, even when drill was big, because it was these other people's genre. Okay, it is not gatekeeping. It is not that saying you can't do this genre or the other. So when drill was big, they never got it. They suffered in silence doing their dance hall beats. So now that the drill wave is over, okay, watu wako njaa, viewership inaanguka, waka jump onto. Sasa ndio hii faction came out to say, oh yeah, sinyini wanisa wabigi, mbona mna? And that's where this now starts.
I feel like there shouldn't be. Personally, I feel like there should not be any limitation to.
It's not limitation.
You should explore. If you have the talent, you can explore all genres of music. Kama Ajishman. I feel like you can be flexible. Literally, leo unaweza pata feature ya mtu anafanya rumba. Utakataa kufanya rumba because and no mse amekuaminia. Let's say actually a feature that can give you actually good money. Literally, utakataa kuwa creative because you don't do rumba.
They didn't do a feature.
No, I feel like
I'm just
music
saying.
is not, and I agree to agree, music has no limits, and that's why you're called a creative. God gave you the power and the brain to create. You can, and I feel like that's where like artists get to explore and be the best they can through their music. So whatever, if you've ever written music, literally, leo utasikia dancehall na kufanya at that point, we can't actually say, because me I know rap, I know dancehall artists from even Rongai, I know dancehall artists, so we can't actually say dancehall is for a specific region and CG this has been at mbona mse wa Buru anaimba dancehall or mbona watu wa Buru siji Buruki na ufai kushika hii bass. No, today in the morning I was having Sadi and Young Hayes, and they were actually they brought, because this was a conversation having, and they said in the morning that when you look at Kenyan music, it's always had some dancehall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's true.
if you look at from Kitambo, like this been ata somebody made an example like ata wakadinali wakafanya trap nini, but they started a little bit of Gary Negri, and that's how you know they popped. And now people started looking at their stuff. Unajua dancehall has always been there. Even ukiangalia aspects of genge, kulikuwa na boom bap, but there was also a little bit of dancehall in it. Angalia gengeton, it's still dancehall. Urbanton, but dancehall. And Kenyans have to accept we have bits of dancehall in our sound.
Red Sun.
Red. It's big, so we can't actually claim. We can't actually, and that's you know, South B.
No, but
and that was a
again,
king
like
of dancehall.
At the time, it was him. This other guy that
I know.
This other coastal guy.
Mtu.
So here's the thing, and yeah, you can.
Na ukiangalia kwanza kenye inaniuma ni ukiangalia M right, hiyo si beat yake ya kwanza ya dancehall. Wewe nini na kuuma?
Wait. Okay. Again, what I'm trying to say is very simple. You see, why did they call Drake Mwizi wa Styles? You know, like, why did they anabite kila kitu doing Afro beats?
Yeah.
He's doing this.
Like he's an artist, he's a diverse artist.
But why didn't the art industry dislike it? Artists disliked it. Okay? Because he'd wait for anything that was sour and jump on that wave. Jump on that wave. Jump
And
on that
it's
wave.
okay.
No, listen. Sijasema si okay.
Watu wanapata naita Drake goat. So
Ni goat kwa wengine.
Exactly.
You see, music is about preference.
Yeah.
Okay? Na sijakata. By the way, I'm not saying doing that is wrong. I'm showing you that there is a faction of the industry that didn't feel like that was okay. Okay? And it's the same thing that is happening now with us locally. There's nothing wrong with Tarunani doing dancehall. Nothing at all. Okay? But there's a faction or a section of the industry that feels some type of way these people doing that. Okay, it's Drake going to Atlanta and saying he's the biggest.
But is that not being somebody being a threat? Because like kama unajitambua, kama we ni msanii ukweli unajitambua Kamlesh, mbona feel vibaya msee kama mekuja? Like if you're the king, you're the king. It doesn't mean if somebody walks in, they're going to take my throne. that is what it's giving, because you're feeling some type of
That's
way
true.
because somebody
Certainly.
because like kama unajitambua jitambue kama msanii,
It's
unasema it's a function,
fair competition. Let's all compete.
Exactly.
Actually, I like that because that better music, that gives us sharper bars, that
and
makes
we
the
have things to
industry
talk about the whole
interesting.
week. We've been talking. Na kama hata calligraph aliambia Bahati, wewe
Yo.
tulia. Sasa tuna concentrate kwa beef.
I know.
Na kama mimi kwa beef
Anataka kuleta umama yake kwa
beef season the whole week. Imeleta hip hop back on the track. I love it. Like there's just like that Kenyan yenye inaendelea kwa space za kwa social media, on the ground. And then the sad thing or the funny thing, this is us stacking, bro. This is stacking.
Yeah.
Nakwambia hiyo ngoma
Me, I
5
wouldn't-
days
I wouldn't-
imeshafika
I wouldn't-
792.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this was very manufactured. It might actually not be organic at all. It might be very, very manufactured.
But why?
Personally, I'd
Because
Why?
if it's manufactured, if everybody is whatever, so we are all eating now. Okay? Because I guarantee you this. Okay, before this, Toxic was still booked.
Of course.
Okay? But I bet you Brooklyn right now are about to start getting booked because their bookings ulikuwa unaona in less and less places. Am I lying or not? Facts. Okay? Toxic amekuwa booked since. Wow, sahi wanaanza to get bookings. Okay? So like for the good of the industry, beef. Just don't do street shit, but beef musically. Okay? Don't go to the street and try make this niko kwa hood yako na kuibia ama atio kuanza ku act like you see, sometimes I feel like Kenyan rappers they need to cap less, okay? Don't act like you're a murderer and
I
shit.
agree with that. Stop
Okay,
it.
cap less.
Hiyo reply ya Toxic amesema eti ni siku mbili umetoa beef na ushakimbizwa 34. Na unajua nani? Hii ya latest. Na unajua nani sema atembea 34 ni kama niko mtaa yako. Niko alafu siku mbili umebeef ushakimbizwa. Alafu anasema niko kwa Ndudhi na kimbiza msewa Ndudhi. I'm right. Because he has a bye. Nako kwa Ndudhi anamtoa. Alafu kuna place amesema eti the third one like akisema
and let's keep moms out of it.
Yeye ndiye anaambia maboy wake watulie. Otherwise watu wangesha kula. Yeye anajaribu kuambia watu nani zi Toxic kwa hiyo everyday bad. Sema niko naambia maboys wangu watulie. Wao wanataka maboy wake wamejaa sira. Unajua cause yeye ndiye anasema yeye ndiye ana cool that shit.
Stop capping.
And then mko hapa mmebeba candle na fake guns.
Don't cap.
That's Brooklyn.
Don't cap.
Your late gangsters kama wasekina Toxic.
On this side ni za ukweli. Like itatolewa na Italia. Sawa, sio tutatolewa atikwe pro.
Facts remain facts. I love the sentence he said. Like kwa ground tunajua Burusi is side.
Kwa ground Burusi is
Burusi kwa mabombe.
That's the problem. Unaona watu na jamii mingi.
Nini hatuwatambui kama watu marui? Nini ni watu? You are
hapo market. Umo. Ndio ukishavuka Mtish huko east by the way. Ukishaingia Mtindoa uko Buru. Hiyo si east. Ukirudi tena ukivuka Mtindoa uko east.
Kama unasema Burusi east, but you must see east. Because it's
Umoni,
just opposite.
Umoni east.
Then they're the same if just cross go.
Ni kama acha so let me even put it better. Hata Donisi east. Iko katikati ya east lakini Donia irigadiwi kama east. Sababu huko Doni ni kwa maesto. Sawa. Buru ni kwa maesto.
But think about it y'all.
Umo unapita vichochoro.
But think about it, why has it always been a war? Like unajua imekwanga but it's okay. Nani alisema Sadi alisema asubuhi eti wewe kwa tuna pesa yako lakini pesa yako bodi na sisumbua. Okay, uko na pesa yako sio ni msaburu because a lot of people are saying what if will be budget of buru wako na
it's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
What's the story ya eti nyinyi mabombe na sisi ni because that's the fight.
I'm going back to what he said.
Really
I'm going back to what he said. Don't cap what you can't do.
But what's really the fight about?
No, because Buru,
slaps, 'cause it's only
so
been
let me
Buru
show you,
slaps
let me show you.
why?
Check it. Buru wanna try to act hard, sawa, and you know y'all ain't hard like that.
It's not about
Nyinyi watoto wa geti kali, sawa.
Mnabembelezwa.
Wewe uliwaisikia ati kukiwa na rende Buru unaingia Kayole, kulikuwa back in the day, if you know you know. Sawa, unaingia Umo, if you know. Like don't act like you that
Buru,
guy.
kupatia difference ya sasa Buru na east side,
I know,
right?
yes, I
Yeah,
know.
that's why we're saying Buru say.
Not a Denisi.
Mtu wa Buru utapata amevaa Crocs na socks, sawa? Mtu wa east side, Crocs na ni chafu na tambui. Again, Buru, they're scared of violence. Again, it's considered to be like watu wametulia. East side, again, that shit is real. Ni daga, panga, unakelewa panga hapa. Mapanga.
so east side is about like now, because you're it's not about the region.
They'll survive.
So it's not the region anymore.
Ni culture.
The culture, exactly. Vile watu ujibebe,
Ni culture. How you live.
Funny, you know, come on.
Not the issue.
Check
Job.
Buru, acha
Nimegrow ya Buru pia.
acha nisimame nikuonyeshe, but just by stance,
You didn't
watu wa
just
Buru.
inside na Buru.
Eh,
I'm saying.
check,
No.
watu wa Buru simama hivi. Sawa. Hii side watu simama hivi.
Thank you.
Sawa.
Imbalanced. Trousers zitoshani.
Sawa. Ezi.
Odi bro.
Unacheki.
Hebu waonyeshe.
Hapa ili east. Buru vijana wako.
Nah, I know fresh niggas from also east side.
Bravo.
Umewajua wakiwa fresh, ungewapata wakiwa east.
Crazy. Bro.
Sawa. East. Buru utapata watu wamevaa bagi hivi. East vitu vingine tumeshika.
Nilikuwa
Style
ninasema,
yako, bro.
East, let me tell you,
Hadi walking style ni different.
Mama yo in this
Yeah.
video was at Mama Obina at Oga.
Ni mama tu. Ni mama Obina.
Ni mama.
Ati Obina. So I think kuna boy mwingine alisema, I was watching that story of them, and then kwenda TikTok I bumped into a similar story of a guy from Kiamaiko. Just by looking at him nikasema say kama wajui, like it's so easy for you to know dingo. East side.
Yep.
Pipe alafu wao zikunja huku chini. Inakwanga imekunjwa. That's their style. Like the trouser inakwanga tu imekunjwa. Moja nyingine hizo imeachilia mazote.
Kama ameomoka.
Ameparara.
Kama ameomoka ni Clarks. Unajua East ndio ilifanya sandak ikakuwa cool. Unajua kwa nini walikuwa wanavaa sandak in the East? Sababu hiyo kiatu ni affordable. Sawa. Alafu unakumbuka sandak?
I know sandak.
Yeah. Watu walifanya East ilifanya sandak ikaanza kuvaliwa Kanairo.
Sandak ni?
Zile viatu za plastic zinakanga hivi.
Plastic za kufanya hivi za kuvaa. You
Zenye
know
kama hizi zinakanga za Wamasai.
Sika Crocs ni heavier, nika hiyo nini inaitwa aje? Hiyo material nika paper.
Type tu hapo sandak utazicheki.
You know them.
Unacheki like kuna culture. East Buru utapata msee amefungilia jaba kwa trouser.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Hii.
Hiyo.
Hiyo. Sema kumbuka hii kiatu ilikuwa
dingo mbaya. Ya dingo mbaya.
Kuna ile alafu kuna ile ingine ile ya brown ile nakanga ya MJ. Sijui kama unaijua inakuwa
Clarks inaitwa aje ingine.
Ni almost timber. Ni timber very affordable.
Timber very inaitwa aje hizi za magoon.
Cuts. Ile cuts. Hiyo. Caterpillar. Hiyo ndio East sasa. Alafu kuna venye pia East unatembea unajulikana wewe ni wetu ama wewe si wetu.
Ndio hata East unapiga luku, mwezi ni show.
No, si ati hawapigi luku. Ni luku ya East.
Shout to that life, man. It's not a good lifestyle, but it's such a good lifestyle at the same time.
Lakini like, ukweli ni si walihepa. Si walitoka Siaka. Si waliacha viatu zikaekwa kwa line za steam.
I'll stick to chenye umesema. Preach or talk what you can say.
Catless.
Many rappers out they talk.
Catless.
Like, can you really do this? By the way, I think it's a conversation that we've had a couple of times. Like rappers cap a lot. Like, can you really do this? Sure, unaweza pull up na your gang. You got what you say.
Na wana hiyo gang hata.
Like uko sure. because kuna mwenye atasema na koshua na they can really do it, you know, like it's yapping until it's actually
kwa ground ndio unajua mnaacha viatu zinawekwa kwa steamer lines.
But speaking about watu wa nduthi, literally yesterday I saw when I was
so unaongelea Emirates ama watu wa nduthi?
Watu wa nduthi
na kwa gana
watu wa nduthi
ameirap na nini? Shitty balls.
About it.
Period. That's so sad. Shout to Emirates. I do like me some Emirates.
Mtu alisema eti madem ndo anapenda Brooklyn, so watashinda juu wako na favor.
Mimi nampenda. Literally I love Emirates to be specific. It just looks like
stop capping.
We love Emirates.
Nimesema wow, I'm Jonathan Onani, quit capping. Stop acting like you're hard, nigga. Ume grow up ukilishwa Weetabix. Sawa, umekula Weetabix hadi ukiwa 19. Sawa. Umeanza kurapia kwa nyumba ya mama yako. Na unakuja hapa kuanza kuambia watu nini? F that, man.
That's what's up. Talking about Boda people, like I said yesterday before I left the house, I saw a very huge crowd of Boda people, like very huge in a meeting. And literally possibility or rumors have it that nikienda home by 9 to talk up after lights literally disappeared. By 9, yeah. After you left an hour, lights zikapotea na mimi nikasema pia mimi napotea. Nikaenda mtaa. So expecting kupata bike kama kawaida, there was no one. Like not just one stage but literally all the stages. Hakukuwa na watu wa bike. And which I noticed kama uko hapo you must have a license. And if you look at most watu wa bike, watu wa bike hawana license. Going down, Aizo was telling me there is a crackdown of people being arrested. Young people na watu wa bike. Sadi mkipatikana mna chill spots ya ball na huo msee ana license pia hapo, like people are getting literally arrested super bad because of the theft that has increased because of the boda people. Hii story ya vijana kuiba na kutoroka cause zime increase mingi sana
kwa bike.
Zime increase sana. There's been many scandals cases of even mtu anatoka kwa bank kufuata. Kuna mwenye alilonga remember the video? The guy was from the bank, then shot and the people took the money and they flew away.
Hata mwenye alikuwa pale aliuliwa hapa hivi ilikuwa bike. Yes, walikuwa kwa bike.
And I think sometime this week in Westlands as well, there was another case of msee kufuatwa na akaibiwa. He was stabbed na walihepa na senke.
It's getting very chaotic. So there's a video that has been circulating online of Kileleshwa out insecure towards Jana during the day. This is actually daytime. Said hata ni jioni ama ni mchana, literally watu wanaendesha wengine wanatembea. So women, you could see women, men, their phones being snatched na wase wanduthi wote wanachukua tu wakitoroka wakikimbia. So it has raised awareness about the insecurity of bike people. And apart from that pia wamekatazwa kutumia, sijui wamefika aje kutumia flyover but the footbridge, wakipitanga kwa footbridge. So pia hapo wanaibia wase literally. If there's a issue of us wanauza kwa footbridge na watu wa boda wasipatikane hapo.
Yadi Nyayo, you remember kitambo Nyayo you'd find wase wa mayai wame line up in. They are no longer there.
Mchana, I noticed.
Mchana wako wanakuja kutry ku make kapesa usiku cause kanjo wanakushika hata wataki bribe anymore. Hiyo kati yako inachukuliwa na wewe unaekwa tu ndani unaenda kuanza kesi. Most of them never have the licenses and whatever that could deal in food, and you know, because you have to be certified by the health department or the health ministry at Nairobi for cleanliness. Then uko na license ya kufanya biashara. You're supposed to have all that. That, by the way, if you go the legal way to do this, it will cost you about 20-something thousand. Okay, buying a $450. So will you start kimbia because most of them don't have that 20-something thousand to get it done. Because and then there's the bureaucracy of it. You can't get everything done in one office. Unakuja hapa unapanga laini, siku imeisha, unaenda ile ofisi nyingine next day, hopefully ulisaviwa hapa, if not unarudi tu tena hapo kesho wanze tena. Now you go to the health ministry, you go to, you know, and all that.
It's really it's really great. I feel like personally, because I say Boniface Mwangi hapa akisema the goons are the Kasongo's militia. Ruto's government deploys goons to neutralize the peaceful Gen Z protests in 2024. In 2025, they were unleashed again and ordered to loot, ban and even rape women, just as Moi had Joshi Lamze to cause mayhem, and Ruto's government has a boda militia working with the police. Well, that would make sense. Number one, campaign, so it could be there could be a possibility of them trying to cause insecurity crisis maybe in the country. And then we go back to, I don't know if you guys heard about the Kenya-Somali border being reopened, and then the possible attack again that has been. Personally, Nikona issue now a very big time. 15 years of closure of the border, and there is no heavy security strategy or measures that have
been put in place to reopen.
Before you reopen the borders, and you know Somalia itself is under attack, how do you trust that we're actually safe? So, and which Gachagua said these things Ruto sees is unpopular, and because of his unpopularity and as a cause unrest in the country, which will lead to postponement of the election come next year, because we can't vote when the country is not safe.
Nata Hivo, if he was to allow that and then secure the border once again, it's good credit on his behalf. Like, it's good political capital. Like, ulifanya nini nilimaliza shida ya Al-Shabaab kabisa. Sasa border iko, you know, because exactly, you cause the problem and then you solve the problem. Cause and effect. And that's why you see was it 45? Si wamebomolewa jana. Wamebomolewa. That is one area during the protest as well that he really went in on. Why? Because uko ni Murima. You get there's a couple of things that when they're isolated, they look like just kawaida crimes. But when you look at everything and you put together, you start seeing the bigger picture from the patterns that emerge. And because but naona kitu elewi ni moja. Revolution never come from the lowest class. They come from the middle class. When the middle class can no longer afford their lifestyle, they will watagas watu wa chini.
Now the highest Kenyans are not middle class, they are low class. So ukianza kushika watu wa Kilimani, yote
wanaishi kwa esto.
Unajua ukianza kushika Kileleshwa, hapo ndio sawa watu wanaweza kuona kuna shida, because as watu nyoko chini feel eti wao wapitangi hizi mashida za watu wako chini sana. So if you start touching the middle class, because you can never touch the upper class.
That is so true.
No, the upper class ni wow.
I kind of still feel it would be easier, or still it's safe for the boda crackdown to happen, especially when you're on a license, because apart from this politically being looked at again, literally vijana wanatumia nduthi vibaya, like vibaya. There is reckless driving like accident ya bike. People always say, kama utapata accident ya bike, please sorry. Akiacha. Uliona Pretty Vishi karibu imtoe uso, bro.
Alianguka.
Bro.
Kizagi ya kuliko venye alikuwa. Alikuwa na senke. Wait, Pretty Vishi alikuwa na senke.
Yeah, she got a really serious accident.
Na msewa senke ama alikuwa na senke yake, alikuwa na senke.
Brother ya Eric Omondi alikufa through a bike accident. Let's not forget about that. Like, bikes are really dangerous, but at the same time, I feel like literally that crackdown is actually very important, so you can know who is actually a driver. It goes back to, I think, Noel kuna share your video, ule dem mwenye alichukua bike akadriviwa sijui all the way to where to find out who msee alimtolea, akamtolea kisu. We were sharing the video, right? Akatolewa kisu akaambiwa toa nguo. So you can imagine unapanda tu bike kwa kama dem, especially usiku. Me especially kama me, like I just take any random person.
That's very crazy.
You know, them two over speed na ende na mimi. Nafani do nini nikiruka hapo pia na dedi. Exactly. No, I can't jump. The only thing I can do is maybe scream, tu atafikiria pia na jibamba juu Kenyans know how to mind their business, you know.
Lakini kuna kuscream ya kujibamba na ya tera.
You know, it's crazy. So I hope that actually does happen. Someone asked, anauliza, where's the interior? Interior, CS interior hizi ona hii. Joa wana maandamano lakini hizi hizi ona.
But there's such a simple solution.
Exactly.
There's such a simple solution to this entire problem.
Yeah.
Apart from the licenses, ni stage zikuwe registered. Okay? Na kila senke iko registered to a stage. Like Tumaini kuna stage ya senke. The same way. No, like sasa wa register senke siza hapo haziwezi simama hapo. The same way matatu ya Embakasi yezi beba Rongai.
Yeah.
Okay? Like you're sure hii ni matatu na iko.
Hawana circles though.
No, sako na kuwa registered kwa unaweza kuwa kwa sako moja na wewe ni wa Kiserian, mimi ni wa hapa, you get. I'm saying kukuwe na stage specific. Kwenye watu usimama. Okay? Let it be registered. Na kila mtu mmoja wao kwa hizo sako waseme tuko na hii stage na hii stage na hii stage na hii stage.
Wanakuwa na machairman.
Yeah. Sasa ama chairman kila mtu ana register hapo. Kila mtu akuwe na license kila kitu, mko na information yake. Ulibebwa wapi? Hapa. Na mtu wa wapi? Hapa. Anakaa aje? They can trace this person. It's so easy to formalize boda people. It's just that the government is using of the boda riders to their benefit.
That's true. There should be organization, literally. But speaking of organization, NTSA has issued warning again to boda riders against invading designated pedestrian walks and footbridges. Literally, like I said, these are footbridge. Wanatembea kwa kibia wase. Like I don't think it's safe for a bike kutembea huko. That's why it's called footbridge, not a bike bridge. It's footbridge. So literally these issues or laws need to be followed. Still under the same similar situations about organization. I hate every time people have to wake up and their markets are demolished. I think we've seen a couple of times the attempted grab land of Gikoma being set on fire. Now we have Githurai. Like Githurai market, your market imekuwa hapo since June.
Man, I feel like they've always wanted to come for Githu for a very long time. And my heart is telling me they will come for Kuaretu.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking.
Walai.
If it is like they're doing it like for that purpose.
What road expansion? Kwanza hii Rongai hapa wakianza ku-expand sasa hii building inafaa itolewe.
But nikuulize, the reason why this cannot happen is mwenye hii building area peana another 20 million kwa contractor. Imagine mwenye Quickmart afanya mwenye Naivas and stuff if they bought it. That's why contractor akikuja anaongeza tu kadogo, aongezi barabara. It's just let's make the road because they will still get money from these people takuja mkaniambia cheki. Because all this for real hadi huko mbele bado ni barabara. Honestly. Huko Quickmart yote hiyo inafaa ikuwe barabara hadi huko mwisho. But ukiangalia
Imekulwa hadi na containers.
Imekulwa hadi wenye container wanalipa pesa kwa contractor. So it can't really work unless it's a new thing like this.
So I feel like what they should do to corner very many empty spaces or lands, personally, if you ask me, and they are being grabbed by or given to white people, or should you being extended to G for visibility, G for what?
Israel jenga sijui Israeli sijui eka ngapi?
520 acres.
What?
Imagine.
Acha nikuambie. Mimi nione watu wanakuja, nenda hapo unachukua eka mbao. Na naeka fence. Wakuja waniambie. Nakwambia tunapigana. Cause how this is where tuko na watu wenye tunaita squatters in this country and they are Kenyans. Kuna watu wanaishi kwa nyumba za mabati in this country. They own no land, and then you're giving panya likely. This is how they invade bwana. Hadi walami wakikuja huku to colonize hawakuanza ati hiyo kukuja na ubaya. walianza kuja na kutuletea tuna trade na nyinyi. Tuna kidogo kidogo, there were too many too weaponized in our own country for us to fight back. By the time we were fighting back, wametunyanyasa sijui for 100 years. Sawa. We, kabla wapatiane shamba wa nje, wapatie wa Kenya mashamba. Eka zake 5 hiyo 520 itaisha, watafute ingine wapatie wa Kenya. Hivyo, lakini ati what, god damn it.
Na mtu akisema eti wa Kenya kila mtu atujui bobo. Si tuko watu mzima. Tumia. Ndio tusilipe tax.
Yeah.
Mtu hatumiwe shilingi yake kila siku. Unaona kama leo nisikia job 48 million.
48 million kwako. Shilingi moja. We registry and we commit to it as Kenyans, by the way.
Wewe utaishi kwa 48 million days. Sitaka umekuwa. Kama wewe ni mtu
si watoto wako watakula. Point is me by the way hiyo kitu mimi nishtua. Sina eka 500. Na naweza taka hata hiyo eka 500 tu ikue tu yangu, hata si ati watu wengine. Wanipatie tu hiyo 520 nitaiturn into a conservancy. The trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again.
Crazy. But still, talking about Ruto's shenanigans, we have Babu Owino, who woke up today to say his brother was abducted. Did you come on your story?
Not yet.
So let me share the video of what he was saying.
Gentlemen, today around 4 p.m., my brother-in-law, Geoffrey Ajiki, called me and told me that he was arrested by 6 officers. And he told me that he was being brought here at Nairobi area police headquarters. I am here at the moment. He did not phone me. My brother-in-law, and right now his phone is off. My brother-in-law, that one Domolo has been intimidating him, said that he would finish him. He would finish his. And today, he has sent officers to arrest him. If there is any charge against my brother-in-law, present him before a competent court of law tomorrow. We will be there. The rally that is being organized in Kakamega, we will be there. And you cannot stop this rally. This rally is bigger than you. You're just a mere PS in the interior section. There's nothing you can do. We've dealt with bigger people. Kama boss, wewe utatuweza.
This is a future president of this country.
He's so confident, like you can't intimidate.
Only governor.
Anakwambia what?
And Raymond, as we speak, you are organizing goods being transported from Kisumu. From tomorrow will be transported from Kisumu all the way to Kakamega to bring violence, to hurt other Kenyans. I want to challenge you. I want you to come to Kakamega yourself. We see if you will still be Raymond Omolo. And my brother, you cannot intimidate us. Bosi yako mwenyewe hatuwezi. Wewe utatuwezaje? The other day you organized goons who vandalized our TA system at Kitengela. We're paying them 1,000, 2,000 Kenya shillings. And I want to tell you that we will not stop until we reach our destination. Thank you.
Yeah, so that was his statement this morning. So abduction is back in the country.
It is back like Arsenal going back to number 2.
Abduction is back in the country, literally. So we should expect more of this. If you're trying to go against this current regime still, you know, either shout to mama upigwe ngeta.
Lakini acha nikuambie, if you saw over the weekend, Kitengela, hata niko sure Ruto weekend on Sunday, he didn't sleep well. Hata yeye mwenyewe ananga rallies zinakaa hivyo. Sawa. Yeye mwenyewe hakuna rally amehost lately nakaa hivyo. Nakwambia kulikuwa na mwananchi.
Ilikuwa rally ya nani?
Sifuna. Hapo ndio hiyo mimi ni Sifuna. Hapo ndio ilianza.
We stand with you.
Sawa.
Mr. President.
Na Babu walikuwa kwa ground. Sifuna should run for presidency. Lakini tunaona hapa walisema Mosiri anafaa kuwa more serious. He is proposing hosting a paid live rap battle between Brooklyn Toxic Lyrically, saying he is ready to set up a stage. Yes. Anasema he's ready to set up a stage at the Nairobi Archive for the face-off.
Lakini acha nikwambie kama kuna mtu anafanya angekuwa anajua kufanya showbiz.
Watapigana.
Ni promoter.
Watapigana.
Ameitwa ameshageuza bottom.
Hiyo backstage itavunjwa.
Kuna watu wataenda home.
He doesn't want to do that.
Unalipwa 500k, right? Lakini pesa yako mfuko ushajaza like mita kadha. Mbona unaenda?
He doesn't want. I don't think he wants to pull that card.
You nusumito natujenga. Mimi najenga goons.
Tafadhali.
Alafu na pull up na goons.
Go be more serious. That's all you can do. Like please. No, this is actually you calling war on the ground. Hamtawezana. Alafu watabijana, wana tabia, wajalelewa vizuri. Bravo. Utakuwa literally wrestling on the actual
hapa tatengeneza stage na watu.
Hakuna rap itaendelea.
Kwa ground si basi rap. Kwa ground ni vita.
You're daring the wrong.
Ukoona hadi kwa Mama Obina the new name now. Alisema sisi yetu ni D. Ati walitokea watu wanakuja kimbogi akuji solo.
Kwa CG tena.
CG ako tu tipsy, alikuwa na apologize. Saa ingine ni kehuti. Nakwambia 34 ikitokea watu tu ni kehuti tu ndio naweza.
Stories za kukutwa, ukikutwa umekutwa. Hakuna
ati na stack ati bricks hadi 34. Wapi? Bricks gani? Hauna bricks.
Anajenga keja, shara tuhima kuna keja Malindi.
Mimi
Aongelei bricks za anasema na stack ati bricks gani?
I'm saying literally.
More serious?
Hapana siyeje.
I know. Akwe more serious.
Ngori sana.
Malini land review.
Okay, watu hawana.
As we wind.
Yeye ndio ataacha jeri. Angeenda Kamulu.
As we wind up with today's conversation and session of today, we're gonna wind up with Box video. Alisema stay employed.
Oh yeah.
So if you're looking for a sign,
actually
kama
just
ulikuwa unatafuta sign eti unataka
money.
kutoka mboka hivi,
make money. Just make money. Si lazima andikwe.
Escape the matrix.
Escape the fucking rat race.
I was take much of what ilikuwa nasema how we kept in a trap where you work for 120 hours and only have 48 hours of resting. Saturday, Sunday, and kuna watu wake 48 hours wapumziki, wana work literally Monday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Somebody wako na 3 jobs a day.
And then you're told retire at 45 utakuwa ushajijenga kwa maisha.
Hiyo 45 unakaa 65.
Umekuwa ukijenga maisha ya mtu mwingine.
Yep.
So it's crazy, but at the same time, before you quit your job, ensure you have a backup plan. That's literally our point.
I'm like in equal employment.
Bravo.
Just stay there. This is hey guys. Wow. I think the toughest thing is owing people money.
Not even, I think, is it owing? I think borrowing. For me, it's borrowing.
Borrow, you owe people money.
Ouch.
Afadhali kuboro.
Hiyo tu kwenda kwanza kutext tu mseti help me. Nasikianga tu yani it's like it's so hard.
Imagine hakuna the harder ni sasa kama unajuko na pesa yake. Mimi naenda hiyo kuboro inanichosha tu akili. Like mtu anakupeleka siaka bro.
Unaipelekwa siaka kama kudaiwa na institution.
Ama hata kudaiwa na land.
Yeah.
Escape the matrix. Bro.
Yeah, by the kudaiwa when you owe people money. Hadi ndio Jashinski aliwaambia deni ndio inafanyanga siwezi relax.
Sawa. Inakupeleka mbingi.
Deni inanikumbusha siwezi relax. But wallahi ukiwa when you're in business, you cannot exist without debt. Even big companies are in debt. It's about just being able to service debt. Okay? But yeah, business is not easy if you cannot have the discipline to run your business, just get a job.
Okay.
It will save you a lot of begging.
From a financial perspective, honestly, and I think I've said this before, if you're going to start your business, ensure business yako ishaanza kuleta do yenye imeshinda salary yako. So if you are earning like 200,000, business yako badi leti yo 200,000.
Back in box.
Na inafaa ishinde hadi, inafaa ikupe like 300 hata tuchuani, then utatoka kwa mboka. Kama bado uko na biashara ndogo ndogo zinakupea 50k na una 50k, tafadhali usitoke job mpaka time eka biashara na ufanye kazi. Mpaka time biashara yako itaanza kukupea pesa kushinda nini yako, inaonyesha sasa iko stable, then you can now stop your work. But if you stop working, because business will take time, it will push you. Nakwambia unasikia anasema we si rahisi na si rahisi ya ukweli. It will push you 6 months, wengine hadi 3 years bado hajashika. Unajiuliza, did I make a mistake? You're dying of debt, landlord wa place pako wa biashara umekonda. And wewe ulikuwa tunadhani eti I'll just wake up and start my business and leave the job. No, be smart about it when you start a business.
The research. One thing I learned as we wind up is from Rugi Muni. I was listening to an interview of hers, how she was making so much money at your college, thrifting literally. Because madam, like unajifanya ile the video that went viral, tukusota Nairobi hiyo niwe kujitakia. And I kind of sort disagree with that. Kuna watu wanajua kutengeneza do, kuna watu wanajua kutengeneza do. That's the mindset is again everything. But she said a good example, I'll say what Benyadi Sema is, ukiwa na punch enda Gikomba, enda zurura tu, you don't have to, enda kwa tu na fair basi, they want at least enda zurura, jua nini unaweza buy, unaweza ka stock, hii stock inaweza kukurudishia do fulani, set a time, like, and on repeat. Because she says for her, alikuwa sema she wishes angeacha, because ni do alikuwa napata like, alikuwa sema in a week 40k, na the fact ni campus na ni kuuza tu manguo za Gikomba, you just wash them, fit them,
just do something nice. Alikuwa na shona vitu inakaa nikani joka joka,
imagine. Alafu anasema sasa angekuwa ngaliendelea na hiyo business na what na line ya jeans ameanza, like both combined should be making a lot of money. So she's saying again, hiyo usianzishe biashara kama, you know, unajua itakuletea do, maybe you're making, you know, like do something that you know is gonna bring you that type of income you're looking for, even more. And at the same time, again, don't quit. Businesses has its own ups and downs, don't quit. But the most important thing I understood from her ni ukiweka biashara ilo ujeke biashara. And I think this is some people need to understand this, even when you studio. Ukiweka biashara, sisi tunajiwekea biashara. Chenye wewe unataka kusikia na chenye audience wanataka kusikia
ni different.
Wewe kuna venye wewe unataka control platform, but you have to understand you've not set up this business for yourself. It's for the people you want to come and wakulete pesa. Ndio kwa sema yali acha kwa sababu she felt like she was not selling the good clothes she liked and all that, forgetting it's not about you. The people like what you're selling, but the fact you want to put in emotions of I don't like this and all that, and you forget about the clients, even though mindset ya business inaanza kupotea. But that has been our conversation for today. Literally wishing you you guys a beautiful weekend, but see you guys later tonight on the Africa Today show. Peace to you all.
Much love, amazing people. Thank you so much. Have an amazing weekend. I can't wait to see you on Monday. Take care. Don't drink and drive. Stay safe, and of course enjoy as much as you can.
God damn it. See you next week.
Period. Peace and light to you all.
Maybe you represent you, Tom.
And that's a
Love and light.